It is a national tournament. The clock shows the 89th minute. The team is one goal behind with a score at 1-0. If they score just one goal, they will draw the match. Bradley receives the ball, played behind the defenders. The opposing defender chases him, but Bradley is faster. He's alone, running straight towards the goal. He sees the goalkeeper and the net clearly ahead of him. Suddenly, he hears a teammate yelling loudly on his right side. The teammate is wide open. All Bradley needs to do is pass the ball to him. Bradley remembers what the coach told them before the game. The coach said, "It is one for all, not all for one." With that in mind, Bradley passes the ball. He passes unselfishly, showing loyalty. His teammate takes one touch and shoots at the goal. The ball hits the post. The other team reacts immediately to the rebound. They launch a counterattack and they score a goal. The score becomes 2-0 and the referee blows the whistle to end the game. The team is officially eliminated from the tournament. It is over for Bradley. Everyone in the stadium is silent. The players walk off the field with heavy hearts. Some players cry, others curse their bad luck. And the next day, life continues as usual. A week later, no one talks about the game anymore. But Bradley cannot stop thinking about what happened. He thinks about it every single night. And he wonders, what if I had taken the shot? What if I had trusted myself and decided right then and there to carry the responsibility? He asks himself again a difficult question. Am I really meant to be a striker if I could not take the shot when it mattered the most? Now imagine yourself in the same scenario. You're standing in front of goal. You do not know what will happen next. Would you pass the ball or would you shoot? And most importantly, why would you choose to pass or shoot? Because this is where things get real. There is no shallow YouTube motivation. There is no sensei to student love story or nonsense. For those who know me, my friends in the Discord server, and those who watch my videos, this will not be a typical breakdown you see on other channels. This will reveal the truth behind what it really means to be a striker, and I will show you how. Listen very carefully now, because I will tell you the sad reality of being a striker. But before we dive deeper, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future knowledge that will level up your game. Let's get into it. There are hundreds of thousands of strikers in the world. Why should anyone care about you? What makes you different? It's not your assists, it's not your positioning on paper, it's your ability to be dangerous, your instincts to appear out of nowhere, to smell the goal before anyone else does, to punish the slightest mistake. But here's the truth, you are not that striker, you are average. You score once every 3 games and you call yourself a threat. No, you should score every single game. If your team scores, it should be you. That's the expectation, that's the standard, that's the burden. And I already know what you will say, but even professionals don't score every game. 1 in 3 is a good average. And that's exactly why those people with that mindset are not the number 1 striker. Because the number 1 striker doesn't settle for average. They demand more. They know that to be the best, you have to be the one who consistently puts the ball in the net. If you think 1 in 3 is good enough, then you're already falling behind. And yeah, I get it, you shouldn't be too hard on yourself, but you should be proud that you scored that 1 goal. But more importantly, let that goal be fuel. Fuel to push harder, train smarter, and even score more. Because resting on 1 goal every 3 games won't get you anywhere near number 1. Now it's time for the action steps that will guide you toward becoming the striker everyone dreams of. Number 1, ego. And when I say ego, I'm not talking about the surface level advice you hear from football gurus. Stuff like don't pass or just take every shot. No, I'm talking about something deeper. I'm talking about the kind of ego you need when you're playing with people who are better than you. The kind of ego that lets you stand your ground, that lets you play your game, even when the whole team wants you to blend in and you just follow the flow. and especially the kind of ego that allows you to play the way you want, because that's what gives you peace after the match. Not passing just because someone screamed at you, not playing in a way that leaves you thinking, damn, I didn't even play like me. You can win the game and still feel empty because you didn't follow your instincts, you didn't express yourself. But when you lose and you know you played exactly how your inner self, your inner child would have wanted you to, when you played like the greats you admire, Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, then you walk off the pitch with real fulfillment. The fulfillment, the peace, is the ego I'm talking about, because realizing you played for yourself and the way you wanted to play instead of how others wanted you to play, that's what it means to have ego. Because if you stand with everyone, you stand with no one. Number 2 is your weapon. A lot of you so-called strikers play just how your coach tells you to, and because of that, you perform poorly. Now here's the truth. There is a secret formula that will make you a better striker than your competition, and it's called an awakening. Awakening is like doing a jigsaw puzzle with your thoughts and experiences. Imagine you're in an intense situation, desperate to taste victory. Something clicks, your scores begin to align, your moment of success connects, and suddenly a new ego is born. In short, an awakening is the moment you open your eyes to who you truly are, not personality-wise, but as a footballer. You destroy your current self and build a newer, stronger version, and you do that by remembering. Now ask yourself, what is my weapon? What is my strength? What do I bring that can destroy the dreams of the defenders? What are my weaknesses? Should I improve them or avoid them entirely? You find answers by looking back. Think about your goals. Where did you receive the ball? Was it a running behind, a cross, a ball into your feet? Did you create the chance yourself, or was it served to you? It's all a puzzle. You are a puzzle. You need to find the pattern that makes you unstoppable. I did this myself when I was chosen to be a number 9, and I knew I wasn't strong as Lukaku, Giroud, or Leao. I wasn't a tank, but I was fast, I was agile, and I was a left-footed. So I looked back. Most of my goals came when the ball was passed into my feet. That was puzzle piece number 1. Puzzle piece number 2, I cut inside from the right. Puzzle piece number 3 is I curled it into the 4 corner, and that was my formula. Over time, defenders caught on to that, so I added a new piece, faking the shot and going right. To do that, I had to improve my weak foot. That's what the puzzle told me. So you see, awakening is self-awareness. Knowing yourself is your foundation. Because as the famous warlord Sun Tzu once said, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not to fear the result of 100 battles. And that's that. That's how you rise. That's how you create your own weapon, by awakening yourself. Number 3, reading the game. Most of you strikers don't read the game. You don't know where the most dangerous area is, where the ball could land, and where you should be. That's why all the tap-ins, all the rebounds, and all the loose balls, they're not yours. And they should be. You're waiting on luck. But we all know that real strikers don't wait on luck. They move based on awareness. In the beginning, this will feel unnatural. It's like a muscle. You need to build something I call observational awareness. Again, you need to build something I call observational awareness. When the ball is at someone else's feet, you don't just watch, you scan, and you ask yourself these following questions. Where is the most dangerous place I can stand right now? If the ball drops, am I in a position to finish? If I pass it back, what would happen? Is this run offside? Or what's behind me? What's ahead? I need to scan. This is how you build information, and information is power. The more knowledge you have, the better your decisions become. The more knowledge you have, the better your decisions become, and the faster your instincts get. Because yes, instincts matter, but if yours aren't trained, then you're just reacting, you're not hunting. A striker who doesn't scan is a striker who just hopes the ball lands in his feet. But a striker who reads the game, he turns 0 into 100. So train your awareness, and with time, you won't even need to think. You will just know. You will be there every single time. So in conclusion, the 3 steps to become the best striker. ego the reality of being a striker. That's number 1. Develop your weapon and create your awakening. That is number 2. Beat the game and turning 0 into 100. That's number 3. These were the 3 steps to becoming the best striker. Like I always say, if you only watch this video and you don't apply what I told you, you will not become a better player. If you do want to become a better player, then don't forget to join my Discord Brotherhood, a private community, over 200 players who are all chasing the same mission, to become the best footballer they can be. And in there, we've got weekly challenges, group calls, a space to ask me questions personally. And on top of that, I created the Become Fearless Blueprint. 5 direct paradigms that, if applied properly, will make you more fearless on the pitch, more fearless than everyone on the field. And I made it affordable. But here's the truth. Just remember that if others get that information and you don't, they will grow and you will be left behind. So that's it for the video. I hope these lessons were valuable to you. Tell me in the comments what kind of striker you are. And like always, I'm rooting for you. And I always am. Peace!